2006. We were in the furniture business. I was working for Memphis. Really, I enjoyed my work because I was working for Memphis. That was before, Spencer and them all hadn't changed yet. We were still Agri-Alliance, I guess. And I was I was working for Spriggans. Let me get your glasses. Go ahead and start reading a little bit what you're reading. I told you had to get your glasses.
Okay. On January 1st, New Year's Eve, John and I went to see Walk the Line and had dinner at the Bonefish Grill. On Monday, I spent a little time with, I worked in the morning until 1:30, and then I spent some time with Brad. I've got later on 2 good days of work and taking care of my own business.
There you go.
I had a bad callback evening that evening, it looks like.
What day are you on?
I just started in January.
Yeah.
Brad had a $5,000 day at the store.
What was that? Let's see. So real quick, we had Walk the Line.
Okay, I've done all that.
I know, but let me just, we went to the Bonefish Grill, which was down in Franklin. So we were probably taking care of the antique mall in Franklin also. Working little, what's that, 2 days, take care of Brad, $5,000 day. Okay. On January 5th.
Breakfasting with Stephanie.
Oh, geez.
That weekend, these kids. John and I, several hours on inventory. We had dinner at the Lone Star.
Okay, we were probably working on inventory here in Hendersonville, maybe, at either the store and or the warehouse.
We watched the movie The Interpreter.
Mm-hmm.
And
Whatever.
I don't know what that is. Worked again on this 2 hours on the store on Sunday. That store took up, between the store and work, I was pretty busy.
Yeah.
John and Jason cleaning and moving Marge.
Oh. So did we move Marge back to us, or did we move to a different spot for Marge? And Marge was, and she was, we did good with Marge. I mean, we had a lot of stuff with her because she had a big store at this old mall in Bellevue. And, it was going out of favor, and she got a real cheap deal on the rent. But we kept a lot of stuff over there, so we sold a lot of stuff at Marge's. And so I'm not sure whether she moved a couple places while we dealt with Marge.
On the 11th, John is ready to close business. She's closing down something here.
Close business on the 11th of 2006. See, Brad sold 3,000. I don't know what that, 2006 sounds a little early for wanting to close the whole business. So I don't know what Shirley's writing about exactly there.
Nothing much for the next couple days. 14th, which was a Saturday. It looks like Brad and Stephanie are breaking up.
It seemed like they were breaking up last year.
We went to dinner at Old Charlie's.
Sunday the 15th.
And I was called back to the hospital.
Boy.
Covering cases.
Boston Legal. We watched the TV show Boston Legal. We were all excited about that show there for a while. It was real good.
Okay, I've got that I was covering cases for Susan and had a tiring week.
Visited John. Signature. I don't know what that is.
Pier 1 with John. Looks like we did a little shopping and went to Steak and Shake.
Okay. One time we went to Pier 1 to try to get ideas for stuff for our store, I think. I remember doing that.
On Sunday, the 22nd of January, I've got a constructed day. John went to Chattanooga on Tuesday, the 24th.
It's been a TVA thing. I was working for Spraggins then, and he worked in Memphis, and I had the free truck, and it was pretty good times at that point.
On the 27th of January, I had lunch with Sheila at the veranda. And
we went to Louisville. We must have picked your mom up and dad or something. We met them in Louisville at Frisch's restaurant a lot. Your brother would bring them down.
Dumplings. Went to the mall, Rivergate Mall. That was a big deal back then.
We had furniture in the mall in the middle there. And we would deliver it. We would set it in the middle and put phone numbers on little stickers, and people would call us and want to buy a piece. They'd say, "How do we do this?" And we'd say, "Give us your credit card." We'd run their credit card, let them walk it out of the mall. We never lost any furniture in that mall. As far as we know, we only lost one piece of furniture doing that. Over the years, we lost a king chair at the other mall down southeast.
On Tuesday, I must have been off. I had breakfast with Brad at Opryland. Did some shopping.
Dinner at Steamboat. That was a little restaurant right across over here. That was real good at the time.
Okay, February. I made a lot of notes this year.
You did.
February 1st, Mom and Dad must have left to go home then.
We took them back to Louisville.
Oh, that's Munfordville.
Okay, so your brother would have picked them up.
Okay, I came home, worked some at the store, Batman movie. Lunch with John at Calhoun's on the 5th.
Was there a great place to eat?
John.
Computer store. You're going to have to lean back or something, because I'm leaning up and it's just killing me.
All right. Dressing. Dizzy me. Must have had trouble with Barbara. Barbara was always my nemesis at work.
Oh, Barbara. Shirley used to come home and talk about Barbara all the time, yeah. I forgot all about her, to be honest with you. This was 2006, Barbara, okay.
We had dinner at Calhoun with the DuPont
With the
reps.
DuPont reps. And so this was chemical time, and we'd had lunch there just a few days earlier. And now we had a nice dinner with them. It was a great place to go, so it was all right.
I've got Dana in on the 11th, Dana in for Dad's 80th birthday with the Hollands.
80th birthday in 2006. Okay.
Then on Sunday, Green Hills, movie, Good Night and Good Luck.
If we were in Green Hills, then we were at the antique mall down there, probably.
Ted's Montana Grill.
Went over, that's on West End. That was kind of a cool place. And bison burgers, were good steaks.
On the 17th, John went to Hecker's.
Yeah, 2006. I started, I guess, obviously, maybe about this time, going up to Jim Hecker's. I thought he wouldn't last that long, I guess, and maybe me either, but I started going for several years to his place. Sometimes Shirley went, but I went a lot on my own. That might have been the year that we went up that next summer, though, but we'll get to it.
Okay, the next week there wasn't too much going on. It looks like I was supposed to have T-Pack, but didn't go. Janice was sick and the weather was bad. And then on the 26th, we went out and worked Black Lion, Franklin, Binders, Keepers, and we went to Safari, and I had a strong life. Long Island.
I'm trying to think where Finders Keepers was. Was that in Gallatin, that little place? Maybe. I don't remember.
Okay, in March. Let's see.
About Judy.
Oh, I sent a card to her for her birthday.
Marge, Green Hills. Pesca. Of course, Vince at Pesca, Vince Peach. Antique Malls.
Dinner Mafios Osimos.
Yeah.
Where was that?
Honey, I think that's that. I know that's that pizza place on 12th Avenue.
Oh.
I think it is. Okay. I had it mixed up with that Italian place over on West End, but I think it's a pizza place.
Okay, it looks like I slept a lot on Sunday, and John went to Lexington on the 6th.
Let me tell you about Lexington real quick. Lexington was a big deal, and for my chemicals, it was non-TVA. It was there was a big account that I had over there, and we did a lot of helicopter work and ground work also. And I did real well. Foley used to complain about not making money there, but at one point we got sued by the helicopter, and that was a big deal. I don't know whether it was this year. Maybe it'll say in here later on. But it was Gene Sprague's and I had to go to Florida to settle the lawsuit. It was an experience.
Okay. The next week was, so you've talked about that?
Yeah.
Okay. I've got Wedding Red and White on the 11th, but I have no idea what that is. Okay. Got the next week, I've got a note, rough week for Brad, busy covering for Jason, and we had a big wholesale sale of $9,000.
Oh, I don't remember that out of the store. I don't remember that. I remember Jason having a big sale at the flea market one time, but it says he's covering for Jason. So, I don't know, maybe Brad made a big sale and needed Jason to help him move some furniture or something.
Okay, on the 19th of March, I got to Mom and Dad's. We did our usual running around, Pro Bass, Jungle Gyms, and Red Lobster.
Florence.
And then we went over to the Florence Mall. And they had snow on the 21st. I must have come home at some point that week. And I've got a rough week the next week. I don't know. Looks like some at work and just some other things. All right, into April.
Pesca must have went to a mall and worked at a mall. Furniture deals.
Tornado in Gallatin on the 7th of April.
7th of April 2006, okay? If that's the one I'm thinking of, probably is. We had, the store was open and they started having tornado sirens, and it did not touch down in our part of town, but just north of Hendersonville, and then it went on to Gallatin and tore up the university, and it was a big, bad tornado. There was some death. 2006.
Okay,
April.
on the 9th, I've got Dana, Sarah.
All visiting. All came down here, huh?
And we did a meal.
Palm Sunday.
And I was pooped the next day. Brad and Stephanie were having problems, and I've had...
Counseling?
I guess. Maybe.
Okay.
Lots of work these 2 weeks. Laura and Susan off, which would have been hard on me. Those were the nighttime people. And the store was very poor that week.
Jason and Tammy.
In with wedding pictures.
Okay, so the wedding must have been in March, maybe, of 2006.
Okay, I've got another busy week for me at work, and the store was not doing well. On the 28th, all of a sudden, Brad made $5,000 at the store. Maybe we were selling stuff then.
Up and down. Well, we were still in business in 6, so we didn't close until 8.
I've got at the end of the month that you and I went to my mom and dad's, and Brad and Stephanie went to Asheville. It's all in April. Now May. Okay, we driving to Asheville, stayed at the Baymont Inn, Brad and Stephanie horseback riding and biking.
So was that me? I don't remember going on that. With maybe your mom and dad, you went, Brad and Stephanie one time. I don't know. I mean, you and I went to Asheville and saw, what was the big place over there? The rich guy. Starts with a C. Anyway, that was in Asheville. I've been on a trip over there. I just don't remember Brad and Stephanie being with us. And maybe they went horseback riding while we went through the mansion. I don't know.
Dinner at the Lobster Trap.
What's that say?
Oh, the Biltmore.
Biltmore House.
Biltmore House.
Cornelius, maybe? Yeah, anyway,
No,
Biltmore.
that's Vanderbilt.
Okay, Vanderbilt was a Biltmore House. It wasn't a C, it was a V. Okay.
Okay, and drive to Indiana. Did we go from Asheville to Indiana? Stopped at Sam's and returned home.
We bought a lot of stuff at Sam's back in those days for the furniture. I don't know specifically for raffles, but
we got, on Mother's Day, it looks like I got flowers from Brad that year. We ate out a lot. We had Demas's and then Cracker Barrel again. Then I ate at Olive Garden. Okay. Then the next weekend, doing a lot of call. Fazoli's, that's another place I ate at.
Dr. Balkan went to the dentist.
Okay.
I went to Kentucky.
On the 24th of May.
Probably working with Foley and those guys.
Okay. End of the month, breakfast at the Pancake Pantry. Flea market. We did the flea market that weekend.
28th
of May.
Did you do it or does Jason do it? It just says flea market, doesn't it? So I guess we did it, you and I, maybe for some reason. I don't know where Jason was.
On Memorial Day, we had lunch with Jason and Tammy, Glenn and Jeffrey. So, around somewhere.
I don't think Jason got laid off by May of 2006. He might have. I don't know. Hope it says somewhere in here so we'll know.
Old Hickory section deposit. I don't know what that means. All right, into June. Looks like one of his friends, Scott Brewer, committed suicide.
Brett had a few.
Okay, Saturday, I worked the store with Jason. Had lunch at old Charlie's on the 4th. Okay, on the 8th, I've got a note that I'm sad and worried because the store is going downhill.
June of 2006. I don't know. I mean, we started running out of furniture, and we had another year or so to go. And before we closed in 8, yeah, maybe that was it. I don't know.
Okay, then I got a note. Me pissed with John out in the boat too long with Matt's crowd.
With what?
Matt's crowd.
Oh, Matt next door, probably. Matt Doyle.
Okay, yeah, I'm goofing off.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I hung out with Matt some in the boat.
Okay, we ate at the Cheesecake Factory. Okay, on the 18th, I met Mom and Dad and Dana at the Macaroni Grill in Florence. It was down there. Shopping at Sam's.
Well, you were going up there a lot back then.
Yeah, it was. Hot, no air conditioning in the Mercedes.
Oh, the old Mercedes we had in 2006. The air conditioning went out for several months, and then I finally got it fixed for $5,000. $12,000 Mercedes. Nice Mercedes, though.
Okay, and I must have still been up there. Went to Western Hills and Forest Hills and Red Lobster and Jungle Gyms. And that looks like Steve and Endo's in.
obviously means Steve and Toddy and her crew came in.
It's the only note I've got about him.
June of 2006.
That's weird. Okay. Steve's group
Group
back in. Okay,
See,
they must have been over here for a visit.
They came and went. They maybe, go up to Indiana some and visit different places.
The store was definitely hit and miss. That time we made $2,000. We probably were selling stuff out. Steve's group, I don't know. So they were around then. So that was a visit. We need to remember that.
June 2006. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Then July. Store 5,000 plus.
Yeah. Sold some stuff. July.
We took a boat ride to Fairview.
Yeah.
2nd of July.
See, that would have been the Crest, the old Crest boat, the red one. Most likely.
Okay, some people went to fireworks. We saw Superman at the IMAX, to lunch at the Caney restaurant by Opryland.
I remember that. That was Fish Place.
Opry Mills, boat ride with Matt and friends.
Matt, neighbor.
Okay, the next weekend I had Matt went to Utah. This is a bad call weekend at me.
Well, then that means Matt was getting ready to move from here, and he went out to Utah for a year or so, and before he moved to Delaware.
And I had called back 3 times on Sunday and was in at 1 o'clock, working hard. Right shoulder pain started.
Doctor, what is that now?
We went out for Sheila's birthday on the 19th.
What's all that?
Okay, down here at the bottom, the 23rd, we met Dana, Mom and Dad, and Andrea at Shoney's.
That would have Shoney's prom here, or would it be in Louisville, maybe?
I don't know.
What's all that?
I don't know.
Can't read it?
Brad's house, we must have had a weekend. I don't know, I got a bunch of stuff here. Breakfast at Mallard's.
Shopping, Dillard's, lunch, Steamboat. Breakfast, I don't know what that says.
Lunch Arby's.
Yeah.
I don't know. A bunch of stuff there didn't make a lot of sense. Okay. Now, August. I had to renew my nursing license. Carrier. Who was Carrier? Dr. Carrier.
Carrier chiropractic.
No, was that it?
See, I went there quite a bit. You must have went a few times.
Okay. Must have felt better. We had the Aurora at that point. We planned a trip for Florida.
Brad Sales is up here, it says.
At the store. Okay.
Black Eye Pea. Nice boat ride.
We ate out a lot and dinner at the Roadhouse.
Roadhouse, where's that at? Roadhouse.
It's up here in town.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I know where it is. Okay. Store, Pink Panther, Jason, Tammy.
And for BLTs.
Ice cream, road trip. Mom, what's that say?
Had an x-ray of her foot.
Okay. August 2006. Work in the afternoon. John.
Steamboat Bills, John and Mike drunk.
Yeah. Oh, I've been Foley. I bet. John and Mike Foley. It's not Mike Davis, and it could be, but I don't think it is.
Probably was.
I remember specifically.
I remember one time picking you up. I think you two were sitting out there drunk as skunks.
Yeah, we've been drinking scotch over here and stuff. So went out for a boat ride, maybe and drank scotch. Yeah.
I don't know who Jimmy is. I don't know who that is.
What
Good trend there, but okay. Sarah's father died 21st. Sarah's father is Dana's wife, and he was really rich, so they had businesses and stuff. And
Scoot over here.
she made a lot of money. Okay. Matt moving out
Matt's moving to Utah, sounds like.
on the 24th of August.
That means the new people will be coming in. They would have come in August of 2006. Brent and what's her name? Neely. Yeah, with her little kids.
Okay.
And a dog that barked at me.
26th of Saturday of August. I'm still working the store. Okay, on the 27th, boat ride in the morning, breakfast at the Gallatin Marina. So we went all the way up there.
Oh, we did that once or twice. And they had a brunch or a breakfast, yeah. September, store.
Got to pick up contacts. I was wearing contacts back then.
Yeah. Boat ride.
Stephanie's mom on friend once. I don't know what that is.
Boat gas at Pirates Cove. Does that mean anything? We stopped and got gas one time. We came back from someplace. Pirates Cove doesn't ring a bell. My birthday.
Yeah, and this on the 5th, and on the 6th we had dinner. Dinner at the Black Eyed Pea. You were gone. John was gone a lot these days.
I had to work.
With Brad and Stephanie. Brad, Kim Alexander. That was an old girlfriend story. I don't know what that's about. Color in my hair.
Coloring your hair back in 2006.
Yeah. Okay, we went on the 10th. We went to Chappie's on Church.
Oh, that was a restaurant downtown. The guy was from Louisiana that did that. It was different at the time. I don't think it's still there.
On the 11th, Brad and Jason went to Alabama to buy accessories.
Oh, okay. There was an accessory store there in northern Alabama we bought stuff from for the store.
Oh, Spa and Boob on return.
You must have been worried about it.
I guess so.
Never heard.
Spent a lot of time meeting Dana with Louisville with Mom and Dad. We must have gone on a vacation here. Okay, we went to Florida the week of the 17th. We stayed at the Oceana. Now that was that real tall condo that was out there.
Oceana. We ought to look that up because I don't remember it specifically.
It was out just as you went into town. And it was one of the ones right after you went over the causeway into town.
Edgewater. There was an Edgewater.
No, this was the Oceana. That's where that was. And it was up tall because we took Brad and Stephanie with us.
I thought she was gone. She keeps coming back.
Wait a minute. We did on that trip, I think.
I think. Fine. She came and went. Yeah.
I don't know. I think that was it. Anyway, lunch Pompano's Joe.
You know, that might be the reason I don't remember because unless Tammy went too, and that might have been that trip where we all went. Drove back. No, I went to Chattanooga. Doesn't say anything where I broke down. Remember?
Maybe he didn't. No, we had everybody with us on that trip.
Well, if we had, you should have a note in there about breaking down.
I don't think this was that trip.
Okay. I'm
even wondering whether you were with us.
I may not have been because Zara had to go to Chattanooga and Decatur, Tribe to Brent.
Okay, I took Mom and Dad to Bright and came home. That was a busy week. Florida to Bright and back. Okay, no wonder I got tired on Sunday. And I had given my ticket to T-Pack to Sheila. I didn't even go there. Brad was not doing real good there. Okay, October 06. Looks like I got off on a Monday, which was good. Okay, only thing really I see here is once again I went to Bright on the 19th and Jungle Gyms, and I did see Janet, Joyce, and Patty. I remember when we went to lunch there in Milan.
Cousins and aunts and stuff.
Yeah, it was,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that because I remember walking outside and away from them from that restaurant to this day. Okay. And Holland breakfast and then returned home. Okay.
Brad went to a football game, so it must have been with Jimmy. And set up.
Kim at store with Brad. Wonder if that's when we were in Green Hills.
No.
No.
That's after Green Hills. So, yeah, probably just right up here, town.
Okay. November. Okay. I got shopping at Green Hills. I wonder if that's when we were in.
Well, I mean, we had an antique mall right till the end of Green Hills Antique Mall. Within, I forget when we closed those things down. We had to close some of them down because we needed the furniture at the store up here.
Okay, I went to Opry Mills with John on the 12th. We saw a movie, Departed. And then on the 14th, I've got Lion King. I don't know.
We're probably still at the mall in Opry Mills, probably right up towards the end.
Okay, back to Bride on the 19th. Let's go on a lot. Dinner with Dana's family. Lunch at Olive Garden. Chairs bought. Lazy Boy. I wonder if that's when they bought those 2 chairs upstairs.
I bet so. They've been November 2006. So those chairs are, 14 years old.
Okay, I had a mole removed. I had one on my face. I think that by my eye. I think that's probably it.
So the movie Departed.
Okay.
December. I think I'll be ready to quit because I'm having to lean over too much.
Okay, well.
We're about done, so.
Well, why do you say so? Walk through Bethlehem. That's one of the attractions that they had.
You always talk about wanting to do it. I don't know whether we did do it then. Maybe.
I think I did it once.
I mean, we did it once or twice.
Where was that, downtown somewhere?
No, it was in Green Hills.
Hmm.
It was right as you go into Green Hills.
That was at that big white church there by Green Hills.
Mm-hmm. We did that sometime, but I'm thinking we did it later than that. You may have just wrote a note that you wanted to do it. You were talking about it for years before we did do it. Okay, open house, Rachel. I remember going to Rachel's for Christmas open houses, boat parade, and it's cold as could be. I don't know. One year we went out in our boat just to get close to it and about froze to death. But most years we just barely see it across.